Hello everybody and welcome to the Gearhead 426 channel. So today I'm going to go ahead and try to get the headers on the motor and pull the whole front of the Z apart. And I already know the whole front of the Z is pulled apart, but what I mean is this right here, pulling all of this out so we can get it ready to have the motor dropped in it. Because I'm going to go ahead and install it the exact same way that I pulled it out. Now, the headers. I wanted to go ahead and wrap them on the motor, but it appears that it's not going to be as easy as that. On the passenger side, it's going to be really easy. Let me take this off real quick. I went ahead and ported these already because I wanted to make sure there was absolutely zero obstruction and flow. And you go ahead and torque down all of your studs to 11 foot-pounds. This side is fine, not really any issues here. Actually, as soon as I wrapped my header, this one could go on right away. Now, this one over here is a bit of a different story, and let me show you what I mean. Okay, so you can see my header looks beautiful, all that good stuff, but you're gonna have to make some serious clearances here. One thing that I've already noticed right away is you can see where the steering column is. It actually does nick right here. Now keep in mind this isn't bolted up, so that could change, but it looks like what I might have to do on the steering column is clearance it here, 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 and here. Oh, there it goes. To go ahead and make that work out. Also, one other thing too, let me pull this guy off. If you see here, you have to take out a good little bit out of the motor mount. Now I can go ahead and wrap the other side with it on the motor. This side, definitely possible. In fact, I won't even be able to wrap it right here just because of the clearance of that guy. So that kind of sucks, but it's okay. And same thing on this side, ported the head gasket, you know, just so there is no obstruction of flow at all, and went and tightened down all of your studs to 11 foot-pounds. So as you can also see, I have the Z pushed out. I've done a few things to it already. One of those is I've ran both the AC lines because it's a lot easier to have those in with the engine out, well, to put them in. Another thing is I tried to easy out this bolt that was right here. Unfortunately, it didn't work, and I ended up drilling a giant hole in it, and now I have to go ahead and tap it and all that kind of stuff to redo all that crap. So that really sucks, but I have to do it because there's a bracket that goes right here on this side. It helps hold up some things. I don't exactly remember what it was, but I have to go ahead and get a tap for that to fix all that kind of stuff. And I have to find that bracket because that bracket is gone. I can't find it anywhere. So far, that is what I've done. Now, what I'm gonna go ahead and do real quick is pull off the entire front section. I can leave the hood because I know how to prop up the hood without having, you know, this guy. I have a way of propping it up. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this entire front end off real quick with my nice and trusty new impact that I really love. So this shouldn't take but literally just a few seconds, if that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera on the stool, take that front end off, and then I guess we're gonna go ahead and wrap the headers. Sweet. Okay, so I went and I grabbed the die, fixed up that hole, everything's all good. I already went and I made up the new fuel line, as you can see right here, which is super sweet. So no more leaking fuel. In fact, all of the lines on the entire car are brand new except for these two. But that's because those two are perfectly fine. I haven't wrapped the headers yet. I'm actually gonna go ahead and do that here in just a few moments. But as far as the Z goes, it is just about ready to go ahead and accept the new engine. The only thing that needs to be done is this cross member needs to be taken out. That needs, the steering column needs to be detached, You know, these need to be detached, and for the most part, that's about it. Everything else could stay, you know, whenever the cross member comes out, the steering member will too. So let's go ahead and start wrapping the headers. I'm just gonna go ahead and record me wrapping the headers, because why not, you know, have some more footage. I don't know if anybody's really interested in that, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways. So both of the headers are completely wrapped, as you can see. It didn't take near as long as I thought it would. It normally does take a lot longer for me to do this kind of stuff, but I'm also used to doing, you know, much larger headers, and you usually have to do the singular pieces of pipe for a lot longer distance than this, where I couldn't even get halfway through before I had to wrap them all as one. So I'm going to go ahead and bolt these on and see what else I have to do to go ahead and make clearances and that kind of stuff, and bolt the cats onto it and get the engine ready to actually go in, because seeing as how it did take me this long, we might be able to put the engine in today. I don't know yet, but we're definitely going to find out here in just a few minutes. Keep in mind, whenever you go ahead and bolt your new headers on, being, you know, stock or this or that, the studs are 11 foot-pounds of torque, and then the actual nut that goes onto it is 22 foot-pounds of torque. So keep that in mind. Okay, so the headers are on. This side went on super smooth, no issues at all. This side, on the other hand, as you can see, had some issues. I already knew I was going to have to do this, but as you can see, I had to get in there and remove some of my heat wrap in this area because this guy right here hits. And as you also saw on camera, I had to put a little ding in the header, which really sucks. I heated it up so I wouldn't crack anything, but I had to put a little ding in it, and I took a little bit off of this guy right here. But now there's plenty of clearance, and when I mean plenty, I mean barely any. But there's enough to where I'm okay with it. Hopefully I won't feel it. I mean, this steering rack is pretty solid on here. I don't really see it being an issue with it hitting in the future. If there is an issue with it hitting in the future, I'll deal with it then. I mean, hell, I might even have to deal with taking this pipe and literally pushing the whole thing back. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is install the catalytic converters. I'm not going to show them on camera because it's boring. You know, it's pretty straightforward how to put catalytic converters on. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to take a break for a little while, wash up some. I'm covered in fiberglass from the heat wrap, and I'm getting kind of hungry, and it's about noonish. Looking at how it's going so far, we might just put the engine in the car today. And if we do, that will be freaking awesome. I don't know if it'll crank today, but it might just go in the car today. We will see. Depends how I feel after my break. So, commencing break time now. Okay, so unfortunately during my quick little break, it started to sprinkle and whatnot, and now it is raining, which really sucks. You can't really see that it's raining, but it is raining. And today's forecast said there wasn't supposed to be any rain at all. So, that's all we're gonna go ahead and do for today. But, you know, here's a nice little look with the cats on there. Don't worry. They will come off. We will be replacing them with Burke's test pipes, which will be super sweet. But it is ready to go in. I just have to take apart all the front suspension so I can slide it in. One thing before I go, I'm trying to go ahead and post every week. I'm working out a schedule of some sort. That's the way I could go ahead and be posting once, maybe twice a week, so that I could go ahead and get more views and more this and more that. I mean, I haven't been posting for a little while, and I've already have seen the amount that I've been gaining, which is really awesome. So I know if I start putting out more content, my viewership will go up. With all that being said and everything being done, for now at least, you know, with what we have, if you enjoyed this video, please get a big thumbs up. If you're stopping by for the first time, please hit that subscribe button, and I hope everybody's having a great day.